I'm done. Let's go to the Bomba Club.
The werewolf?
For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? The big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. I've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah? Easy!
I just started working it today.
Okay, hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us a note on a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San
That
Quentin,
car just totally disappeared
town,
out of nowhere.
Another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
Plaintiffs in the vicinity in any Century unit. A 211 and shots fired 410 South Flower Street. Units that can handle code 3 identify.
Well, this is quite an interesting spot to park.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Inquire away, Phelps.
Yes,
I'll
let's
stay
go
here
talk
in
to
the
this
little park.
high roller.
Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
Oh, you sit at the fancy table at the back, don't you?
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Oh, Christ. Sure I know her. She and I
Pay
and
for that?
Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine is...
That's the spirit.
was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps,
We're done because this stream does not want to hold up well, does it? We're done because this stream does not. Whatever. Let's just keep going with it.
But not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay.
Yes, tell me where the ring
years
came
ago.
from.
I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but I got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thank you.
I think he's a bit of a ganguero.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood
It is
Boulevard after the
practical.
Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined. Jesus, Phelps!
I'm sorry, I thought I could get over that.
Watch it, will you?
Damn hot rodders.
Why must he always live like miles away? This looks like a nice little house.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second. Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Well, let's go investigate this place.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
It's because of the size 8 boots, isn't it?
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Looks like she
A
was a
regular
pilot.
Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Don't think this is anything.
Okay, nothing inside the closet. What do we got here?
Doesn't look like anything.
It's a hair dryer. A weird looking one at that. Have you found anything rusty? Oh wait, we got a newspaper.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal
You
with it.
said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Well now. Okay. Those must be your flight goggles.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Alright, time to use some intuition.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene
Okay, so
evidence
he's
still
not
weighs
here.
against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Oh yeah, $30 suit back then was quite
Galloway,
expensive.
homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
So we're just gonna leave the front door open. Okay, it looks like somebody's getting some new Christmas gifts.
Continue to respond, Ken.
Hey!
Mark George is en route to 496 Broadway. You have another assignment here, Central?
Well, the guy should have just swerved right in front of me. There we go. We took
Okay,
a little
Phelps, we're
twist at
going
one
hard.
shortcut.
Follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Don't think this is any use to us.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber. He'll be back any moment. Just sit down.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
Didn't think I would figure that out, huh? What do we got here?
No good to me.
Looks like somebody was getting ready to pack up.
Size 11s.
We're gonna have a nice little chat.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
We know she went to... When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things...
Flying again. Can I... This thing's just gonna annoy the hell out of me, isn't it?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe
This is the
9
last this
p.m.
is the last case I'm gonna have to do because of the
Might have
lag
been a
in and the
little later.
fucking disconnects.
right around 9.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Yeah, let's back it up.